Okay, so where did we just leave off? Sains, you're not sure Pei will survive the childbirth. Because this dragon has great energy within it.
Well, if she doesn't survive, I'll try to be his mentor.
Okay. You might have other problems, though. First, you have to go figure out why you're being summoned to the town.
Also the reason why I came here. Vico, could you possibly teleport me and Oso to the town?
Wait, okay. And so he just, it's like, oh, that's easy. And he just waves a hand, and it's like, I really hope you're getting over dislocation sickness. It's like, and don't worry, I do enjoy sending you to places, so long as you don't bring back anything I don't like.
I'm gonna try to not do that.
Okay, so let me move us to the village map now that you're just gonna end up. Do a D100. What's the? So you're just they just grabs you. Okay, so you're gonna land off course.
Oh, of course.
You're gonna land like in the middle of the field. Do you at least recognize where you are? Yeah. Because you see the giant keep. Did you land next to? Of course you did. There's that. Remember that frog farmer?
Oh yeah.
You just randomly show up and Shrock's like, ah, where'd you come from?
Teleportation.
It's like, these days I'll pretty much expect anything now.
Yeah, well. I'm gonna check in on Groove.
It's like, before you go, do you know what this is about? I heard you were summoned.
I don't know.
I'm like, oh, very well. And so he's not going to keep you any longer. He sees you're busy. So you're just going to beeline straight into the town.
The Groove.
So
Groove is my first stop.
where's your first stop?
Groove.
Groove? You're not even going straight to what you need, you're going straight for Groove? Okay.
At least the shop.
So Groove is he's been moping in that he's still in the same corner.
Oh, not a lot has changed.
And so Zhao was like, if you're here to see Groove, I don't think he's very sensible right now.
I'm not really here to see him. I'm here to upgrade my armor.
I'm like, oh, well. You see, you have to pay for that, so that's a D20. Did you re-roll on that?
Oh.
No. 2.
No, we did.
Big whoop. Nope, it's not
You really need to set like a base amount.
Yeah, minimum would be nice. I was thinking, but it's like, I like the kind of randomness of it.
Oh, now I have level 10 armor.
I'll see if you guys start making enough money. If each of you starts making enough money, I'll set a base.
And maybe like making it more than just a D20 because it's a little.
Well, this is the early iteration. I didn't want to like gouge you out because remember, you have to buy like multiple things throughout, and that cost adds up if it's a D20. But if I put a minimum, I'll put a minimum at least.
True.
Because it's not. I'm not trying to gouge your eyes out with how many things you have to buy, because you have to buy a lot of things, and there's going to be more options open for you in the future. So I don't want it where it's going to be so expensive that you have to choose. I want it to be, alright, I have enough money to throw out so I can spend 500 favor on all the little equipment needs I have. I don't want it to be like, okay, I have 500 favor and I can only spend it on a few things. There's not going to be enough money to go around. But yeah, there's some people argue the other way. It's like, yeah, but that's a good thing. It makes you make smart purchases. Right, anyway.
Also true.
You are...
Oh, level 10 armor.
Yeah, upgrade armor. So you have finally gotten to level 10, which is you get another... There you can only get range damage up to 50%. So now you can get up to 40% if you so choose.
Yeah. Do so.
Okay, so your modifier went up by... I don't even know what your modifier is anymore. It keeps changing.
2.4.
2.4? Jesus.
Let's make it easy.
Out of what? 60?
Yes.
4, so you have 144 now. So more. I think isn't he currently you're the highest damage right now? I'm not even sure anymore.
Especially since I can use my Drake swords at the same moment.
No,
So.
that's a unique.
Huh.
Remember, your Drake swords act. It's basically whatever you strike, it strikes. They don't act independently.
Oh yeah, but my bow does.
Yeah, you can either have it
88
your
now.
you can either have it your bow or your Drake swords that are on spirit mode.
My bow.
Yeah, your bow
Any
hits 2x.
time?
So
Yeah, but my bow anytime does 288 with one arrow.
Mhm.
Ice damage.
Mhm. It doesn't do double ice damage. It just does more damage.
Yeah, but
the
it
base
does
is
the
equal to
same.
the amount of ice you have.
It does the same damage
Yeah.
as pierce or slash with ice.
Yeah, but it's 2 damage types. It's not the same damage. It's 288 damage overall, but that's if you don't hit resistances. There's all these little nuances. And, yeah.
True.
Okay, maybe Annabelle still has the highest damage.
Yes, crits. So.
Plus, he has enhanced crit, which is triple damage. All right, so you just got your armor upgraded. So you're not curious about crew. He hasn't. It doesn't look like he's moved from that spot in a while. So Zhao's like, he stays, he stops what he's doing, and he goes over to you. It's like, he hasn't moved from that spot in a few weeks now. Doesn't even look like he's really eating anything.
Oh, that's
Stop
definitely
sitting
not good. I just walk over to him. And I'm like, hey, Groove.
So he looks up and he sees you. And, like, he's got a weak smile, but you can tell, like, he's not really, like, part of him is really, really sad.
Why the hell have you been sitting in this?
It's like, so, and he just drops his head and he's struggling to find the words, but he's having a hard time. So you're just gonna wait there patiently for him to say what he needs to say, or?
Yes.
Yes, no. Eventually he comes around to it and it's... let's see, it's at the... yeah. So, he says, Tiamat's gone. I can't
What?
sense her anymore. Something must have happened to her, or something else, I don't know. And I can't leave the shop, so I can't really
That's
do anything
not-
about it.
Oh shit. First grade black, now her.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's like, and like his eyes go wide. He just stands on his feet. It's like, what happened to the great black drake?
Got a child, sort of.
Okay.
I'll have to explain if you weren't
like,
there.
you mean he's gone, and he passed this legacy on to someone else?
Yes.
And so, like, he just said, like, his teeth are barred, and then he just slams a fist into the wall. And so, like, he's saying aloud, it's like, damn it, I should have been there. I should have found a way. And so Zal just walks up and it's like, whoa, easy. The shop can only handle so much punishment.
Groove. Bones. Blame yourself.
It's
I
like,
would have probably just shot
I
him
could have,
outside.
so he's talking aloud. It's like, I could have taken Tiamat's egg. I could have at least had some sort of child with her so she would have a legacy. Now it's probably too late.
Right, she also got a child.
So like he drops his hand to his side and he turns around. And it's like there's an ancient text that says that at certain times in their lifespan a great dragon must pass on its knowledge to another. It must be that time. it seems like all the great dragons are undergoing this problem.
Son of a...
Which means that the world may become unbalanced. If there's no water keeper, the waters may become unable, and the waters may run dry eventually. So we have to do something about that.
Great timing, dragon assholes!
Okay, so Kruv, for he just gets up and he starts walking. And so, as he's leaving the shop, he says, I'll handle this. It's a bit of my fault why it happened. I should be the one to undo the problem.
I was going to say I'm definitely going to look into that after I talk to
And it's
Troy.
and Kruv smiles, it's like, I already know you were. But you have another problem to deal with. You're needed at the center of the town. Troy gets something
Apparently.
for you.
I head over to Troy.
So it's like, do you hear what he says before you leave? It's like, try to keep a cool head on your shoulder. So,
Alright, then.
it's not just Troik. You see that Troik's there, and you see sitting across from him is Eagle.
The fuck? How did he get there so far?
What, Eagle?
Dro.
No, he was supposed to be in there, sorry, I just didn't move him yet. So, over across from him is Egro. You walk into the chamber, and you're just expecting him, but you didn't expect that, Danny's son would be there.
Alright then.
It's and he looks up, and then he nods, and he says, take a seat. There's a couple seats for you there, so.
I go sit in a seat.
I've been sitting here for the last 3 days as I...
No, Troik doesn't. He just got there recently. It's I'm glad you responded to our ad so quickly. I only sent that out maybe a few days ago.
Well, I only heard from it how long ago? 30 minutes?
It's well, how did you get here so fast?
Teleportation.
It's and then he raises an eyebrow. It's teleportation.
Magical means. Let's say it that way then.
Alright. Say I don't believe you, and I don't. But you did get here fast enough, so it doesn't really matter. So, here's our situation. Danny, his father, and he's pointing at Egro, is getting a little irritated with his son. So, this is what's going to happen, or at least this is what he's dictating. I'm willing to fund you, but you're going to take care of him from now on.
Well.
And so it's I know that's a bit of shocking news, so I'll give you a few minutes to let that absorb.
I supposed to teach him.
It's yes. And take care of him.
Yeah.
At least for a little while.
Also includes the boss, but still.
Okay. And you see that he is Egro's not approving of this idea. And also he looks a little bit shocked that, any of this is happening. And so Troik has this evil grin and he looks at him and it's you probably should have behaved, boy. Maybe this wouldn't be happening if you did.
Well. Why have you been so bad to your parents?
And so Egro's because I don't agree with either of them. I'm not a paladin. I'm not a water mage. I am my own dragon.
And look where that's got you.
It's if this is what it gets just to be myself, then so be it.
Well, I would...
And it's and Troika says that's exactly why you're here. This will give you a chance to do so. But just know that Sains, he's looking at you, it's Sains does not go to safe places. He goes to very dangerous places. And he may not even be able to protect you all the time. So,
and just...
And he doesn't care. It's so long as he gets a taste of freedom, he's willing to go through any sacrifice.
Damn it, William Wallace.
I just turned to Troy. Well, maybe they should just let him do the same as I did.
And Troy just looks at you, it's that's stupid.
I know that's stupid, but...
And it's like I wouldn't have, and it's like that's more stupid because I wouldn't have sent out that summons if we had just done that. So, and it's like it or not, this is going to happen. Either Eagle's going to follow you, or you're just going to have to accept him, or something. I don't know.
No, I'm not saying that. Should do it.
He's like sitting on the he's sitting at the table. It's like I'm hearing a lot of words, but I'm not hearing what exactly you're saying.
Roik, that's what I would have done if I had a child like that.
And it's like that's not a very good parenting method.
I didn't have parents myself.
It's like that doesn't mean everybody else wants to live a life with no parents. Just because you went through it doesn't mean anybody else will succeed. What happens if they don't? It'll be on your head. And in a way, you can blame your own parents for not being there, for not just taking the time to survive, and then leaving you on the streets.
Like they had to.
But that's not up for discussion. It's really, like it or not, he's now in your care. So, and like he pulls out a document, and he gives it to you, and it's like this is the papers for his guardianship, meaning like it or not, he is your charge now, and if something happens to him, then it's your responsibility. And so it's like, personally, I think this is a bad idea too. You don't seem like the person who knows how to take care of children. I'm going to be honest with you.
Definitely not.
Okay.
I haven't had parents myself, so how would I know?
It's like, but you did have a mentor.
Yes.
So it's like, so be this boy's mentor.
Which is why the first thing I'm going to teach him is stealth.
And so like you okay, D100, what's your perception like? Okay, so you turn and you see that Egro's not even in the room.
Hmm.
So, and like Troy just goes to the window and he looks out and he looks to the right and you see like he's sitting at the well in the center of the courtyard and he just kind of waves. It's like, I don't think you need to teach that boy stealth. It's like, well, good luck with that. Like, Troy just starts walking out, and it's like, well, good luck with that. I can't really do much for you besides, yeah, just it's your problem now, so bye.
I just shake my head like, bye.
So also, like, she just leaps out the window and goes after him.
I just follow.
So, strangely enough, like, Igro does not look very happy with the arrangement. It's like, my first taste of freedom, and what do I get? This dragon reject, and this other reject.
Now I know why Danny didn't like you. Pushes him in the well.
So, also doesn't, like, she just brings him into a hug. Yeah, he tries to resist, but she's got fearsome strength, and if he tries to resist, you know, she could, like, crush him if she wanted to.
I'm just like, oh, so don't hug him too hard. We have to make him survive.
That's like, just let me enjoy this moment a little longer.
I'm not saying you can't.
So, like, you know, this is the next best thing to having my own child. So let me enjoy this moment a little longer.
Anyone's going to stop you, it will probably be Igro.
Eagle's like struggling. He's trying to get out, but he can't. Like his arms are flailing and his legs are flailing, and he can't dislodge himself. So he just gives up after a certain point. So, and she pets his head, and it's your mother never did this for you, did she? She never gave you just a hug or anything like that. Maybe that's why you're here. And so, like, that hits a nerve, and he struggles harder, but you can tell that now it's like a frustrated struggle. Like, you know, she she likely hit the right nerve, and she's right. It's like, and she says, it's not her fault. She didn't expect it to happen, just like everyone else. So, and like she's trying to comfort him, but you can see Igro's starting to break down. Like he's starting to lose his cool. So, and she's looking at you, and she's got Oso's got a sad face on because she's realizing, I don't think her parents really. I think that's why Igro was so frustrated, was because Dogma's pretty much an alcoholic, right? Dogma's an alcoholic, and her mother, and the mother's the one doing all the work. So there's no time for the child. Alright, so we're going to leave it there, and we're going to go to 7. Then we go back to the world map, and then let us reorient yourselves. I wish there was just a way to find people instantly. That would be so much nicer. Now, where are they? Look at you go! Where was 7? Where did we leave 7 off at? Fortress in the middle of nowhere?
No, it's still the town of his daughter.
Yeah, which she didn't actually name it, by the way. She doesn't care to name it. I mean, it's just she just calls it my town, but she doesn't really care to name it.
The location.
Yeah, the location. Alright, so tax money's in because they're efficient with their work. They didn't gouge them too much, just enough to actually get a good decent sum. So do a D5 plus 5. Let's see how your luck holds out. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Full favor bar. So decent amount of change. So like the guard just tells you, oh, we had to break some skulls in order to get some of that money, but it happens. Some people are a little bit too greedy for their own good. And he's saying that in a way where it's like he's putting a side to you. It's like you can't. There are some people who are too greedy.
Yes, of course.
It's like, well, we won't keep you much longer. So, and then he just walks away. They're very business-like. It's like, all right, there's the task, get it done, get the person out of their hair, and that's it. Just doesn't matter.
Another 2 levels, my good sir.
Okay. So Frifa's like, that didn't go as well as I thought it would.
It doesn't matter. Got paid.
And it's like, when is that? But she shrugs, like, but then again, when does this ever go well?
Never.
So she's driving the tank out of the gate. Now that the gate is actually open.
Will it always be open for me? That's probably going to be no. Nope.
This is the last time, likely. She's gonna seal the city, and you're never gonna be able to be allowed in ever again.
Oh, that's
at least until later, until she needs you. But for now, like you're here for a purpose. That's her mindset. As soon as that purpose is fulfilled, it's like you're gone because she doesn't need any more extra complications in her plans. Okay, so you guys are leaving. Now what?
Level up.
Where are you going?
Back to the village, I suppose, or the town.
Okay, so how many zones is that between you? Let me just double check.
About 3, was it?
Okay. You wanna consult the world map?
The wonderful village of Safe Haven. That doesn't mind.
Okay, hold on. Let's consult the world map. What does the world map say? So the world map says
3.
2. Because he's in this. Hold on, let me ping it. He's in this mountainous region. So it's 2 zones. He has to cross the parts links, and then he has to go to town.
What if it gets lost?
Well, let's roll encounters then. That's the point. Is roll. That's 1 encounter. So roll D2.
You know, one thing that kind of I've just been thinking of recently is that we've got these navigate skills, but we never use them because we're automatically navigated because we can't get lost.
You can get lost if you...
But only if you specifically bring it up.
Yeah. Well, do you want to get lost?
Oh, fuck.
I think I'd like the ability to get lost.
Well, you've gotten lost a couple times, so...
But
you
that's
really want to
only
get
because
lost
I
more.
said, is it because I got lost?
Okay, so... Alright, so I'll think about that. Because I was trying to... I might have to do something about the encounter roll then and modify it to do that.
Maybe 3.
So I'll add an extra... I'm gonna add an extra thing to it. So... This is gonna be... This will probably make the game much longer, but a little more interesting. Okay, roll encounter again. Because I just added a new feature to it. So now you have the on-target roll, which says, are you actually going in the right direction? If not, you have to roll a d4, and then that's just to see, alright, which direction are you actually traveling in?
Shit.
Hey, thank Deadly, that's his idea.
I don't want to be lost, damn it.
Well, now you can be lost, apparently. So, you're encountering a friendly unit, so it's something that you've... Oh, this damn desert. It's always around this desert, too. It's never around anywhere else.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So, like, you're trundling along, and then on top of the tank, you hear a banging, and it's a strong. It's like, hey, we got visitors.
Yeah, we haven't been moved.
We have a visitor.
We haven't been moved to the right map or positioned correctly on the map.
Alright, sorry, you're still on the world map. And realign. There. Realign again, just in case that didn't work. Alright, so, it's like, she's banging on top of the tank, and it's like, hey, we got visitor.
Oh, God.
It's, do you want me to let her in, or you just want me to keep her out?
Can we just keep going? It's just...
You know, it's like, so she looks at her, and it's like, sorry, lady, just, he doesn't like visitors. So, and she's just leaning back, like, you know, just go away. Just, sorry you're not wanted here.
We're tired.
She's got a pout. Like, you're still driving, by the way. Like, you're still going. Roll another encounter so we can... Because she's going to ride the tank all the way to the village. You are not on target.
Fuck.
Because she interferes and runs you into enemies. See, the game just got so much more interesting now. I like it.
My rolls always suck. I'm always going to get this shit.
Yep. You are.
I gotta find a hack.
Okay. I'll see how we're gonna trial run it, and then we're gonna see will it work out. If it takes too much time, I'm gonna get rid of it, or I'll add at least a minimum so that it won't fail every time.
Yeah, maybe maybe do it so it's like every 3 or so you have to do an on-target roll.
3 or so.
Yeah, 3 or 4, like an X number.
Sometimes we don't even go that far.
Encounter rolls. Yeah, that's the point, because on short distances it's a lot harder to get lost.
Alright, gotcha.
And I've been back this way a few times.
Shit, how did I guess I'll just have to make a new macro. So it's literally going to be called the on-target macro. So this is a navigation macro. Who had the chips?
Like
that was
times.
really loud.
Huh?
I said I heard chips. Who just ate? Did you not hear that?
Nope. I activated my mic so everyone else gets turned down.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice to actually use the navigate skill for something. Well, navigation, the main one I had it initially was you could get to your destination with just one encounter roll. So, but now that you're adding on target, now it's like you could still get lost anyway. One encounter roll, but you can still have problems. Okay, so that's gonna probably stay, but This is a effects. That's a D100. Oops, that is the wrong set of brackets. Alright, so now you guys should have the on-target macro if I had enabled it properly, which I did not. There we go. So now you have the on-target macro. So you are on target, you're on target. 0 roll and on target. I want to see if it doesn't like you.
Fuck. I don't want to.
No, it's not going to affect you. I'm just testing something. Okay, so no, it's not biased, unlike every other dice. So you're driving and she's trying to get information out of you. It's like, so I heard your daughter had a wedding.
Nope.
And it's like, you should probably tell me the truth. And you see like the sand is starting to rise and it's starting to blow around it like a sandstorm. It's like you were saying.
If she gets the whole story, can she just let us go?
Okay. I don't know. Well, yeah, likely. She's just here for gossip, but she does like to make your day worse if she doesn't get her way.
Big, I'll tell the entire bloody story of what happened.
Okay, so you tell her the whole story, or rather you task somebody to tell her the story, which is Strom, who was paying attention, relatively. It's like, oh, she had a really short ceremony, barely like 10 minutes, and then she just, she didn't even have a bouquet or anything, not really much ceremony. Just opened some bags, put some gifts out, and then recollected from them, and then now we have them. And so, and she's asking, like, so, did anybody get a bouquet or anything? And so
Nope.
she like, bangs it. It's like, hey, any of you down there get anything that resembles a bouquet?
I hope not.
So, yeah, there's one of them. And you can probably guess who it was.
Fuck. Fuck times a million.
And Frifa just looks back. It's like, I did warn you. She is persistent.
This is the time I wish I had that fire magic skill.
So. And it's like, you know, she might get to a phase where she just decides to make you do it.
Try it. See what happens.
It's like she's trying to idle. She's trying to say it in a way that's not offensive, but yeah, just so she's just trying to go over it.
Right. It's not going to happen.
And it's like I said, if it comes down to it, she might make you do it.
She could try.
It's like, and she kind of shrugs. It's like, you do realize that the other two of us would help her, right?
You'll die.
It's like, so you'd rather, and she now she laughs at that. It's like, so you would rather kill everyone around you than have a relationship.
Yep.
And it's like, sounds about right. I'll let her know that. It's just like, she probably already knows that, but she's just being naive.
Of course. The young ones usually are.
Okay, so the sand spirit is gone, because she got her, like, she's kind of laughing as she's going, just all the funniness.
Thinks this is a joke.
It's like, and Strom taps the top, and it's like, so when do we get to kill her?
Soon enough. Soon enough.
It's like, do you even know how to fight one of those?
I'll figure it out. I'll get a vacuum.
So, like, Frifa realizes, you know, we're not on course, we need to realign. And that's when the enemies show up.
Goddamn motherfuckers.
So you got a negative encounter. So that was your first encounter, is you were off course, plus you got negative units.
Damn. Always happens to me.
So you see some... They look like centaurs, but they don't look like any centaurs you've seen. Because they look like... Because they have the humps on their back, and they look like more like camels.
Camel tars.
Yeah, camel ties.
Who are you, Camel Tar?
Real camel ties.
So
they're charging towards
camel
you,
tars,
and they have like swords drawn. They're not even trying to...
Motherfuck.
Camel Tar, brethren,
And
attack!
so Frifa's asking us,
Right.
like, should we just gun them down?
Yeah, spray and pray.
It's like, and she smiles. It's like, I thought you enjoyed murder. Why did that sound so reluctant?
Too tired for this shit.
It's like, fine, whatever. And she triggers the side weapons. But they're fast and they're dodging their shots.
Motherfuck. How'd they ever die easily?
And they'll get too close before they get to the main cannon. So, like, they charged at you and you weren't aligned to fire the main cannon, and now that they're in your minimum range, you can't fire it.
Huh.
So...
Let's see.
Strom is like, hey, they're climbing the tank. I think you guys might want to get out of here.
For God's sake.
How can one of those climb a tank?
I think they're big enough.
She's got her triangular cleaver out. She's just trying to cleave them off. Let's see, are they... That is not a surprise attack, so they have the 2 defenses. Which they only get 1 in. So they'll block her, because she's doing a 1x3. They'll get it. She'll get 2 of them in the cleave. And disable their defenses. And she just goes straight for the stat. Like, she tries to impale them, but they're actually very nimble for something relatively large. So, Frifa and Opry are like, they're not even going outside the tank, they'll stay inside. They'll let you guys handle it.
Oh, come on, don't get lazy.
You're up there, it's like, you enjoy murder, you do it.
Yeah, but I told him I was too tired for this shit.
Okay. Why'd you go outside then?
Because someone has to do something. They're not getting off their lazy asses.
That's because you already did. You already moved. So they saw you move outside, and they assumed you would be the one handling it. They didn't assume that you didn't want to do it.
Fuck it, let's kill all of them.
Okay, so
It's funny because you're almost out of charges.
Actually, this doesn't take a charge. It's the throwing weapon.
it does take a charge, does it?
Yeah,
Hold on, let me actually double check
it's,
that. Yeah, it's a thrown. That's a
charge.
thrown weapon, so that shouldn't be a charge. Don't you need charge? Wait, you use charges because it has infinite ammo. Because normally a thrown weapon has the amount you can throw, but for this you basically materialize it out of charges.
Yeah, but these ones are 9. They have a clip of 9.
They have what?
And the character sheet just has it. Yeah, they have 9 of them.
Okay,
So it takes one
so
off.
yeah, so that should be a
9.
count. That should be minus ammo, not charge.
Yeah.
And then you use up charges to make ammo.
Yeah, you can use 1 charge to make ammo.
For these ones? I thought it was a steel weapon. Or something.
You can use
like
you can make elements. I mean, that's part of your body's natural process. I mean, you haven't just... Let me check your shape-shifting. Is that actually in the purview of what you can do?
Is it? I didn't know of this.
You can... Okay, no. You can't create objects. You can take on any form, and you can identify and understand plagues, but you can't actually materialize objects.
Okay, that would be news to me.
Yeah, so no, you can't actually do that. Alright, so, you're just throwing that, and it's minus 1 ammo, and it does 130 pierce. Let me double check their damage. They're dead. I'm actually starting to go off what I wrote in there, which is roll a d2. I'm going to get rid of the armor class button. I'm just going to stick with... okay, so they wear medium armor. With pierce, that's double damage, which is now roll insta-kill. Let's d100. Because you got way above their damage threshold. So that's insta-kill. So you throw 4 daggers and 4 of them instantly drop dead and start spasming from the poisons.
Let them froth.
Yep. Like, and they're falling off the tank, and it looks like some of them had broken limbs as they fell.
Ooh.
So
Crunchy bones.
I'm gonna take it. Let's see. What is the last 2? The last 2 see that, and they're trying to split and run. Do you have a chance to stop them before they run? So yes. So you can do 1 more attack. Let's see if you actually hit the target. Your accuracy roll is actually... It's missing a component.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's missing the D100. Because remember, it's supposed to compare?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're actually supposed to have a chance to miss. That's until you hit the max level. So accuracy is blah, 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 and then divided by a D100. Okay, now it's fixed.
Yeah, but my ballistics is 80.
Yeah, but still, you need a chance to fail. Oh yeah, you should have 20, so you actually don't have a chance to fail.
Yeah.
All this,
Damn,
I need to just, I'm being lazy. What is up with, wait a second. Something's wrong. It's not using the, shit, I just have all this stuff I need to update. I just need to go through all your macros again. Next week. Probably, which is like tomorrow. Go through all the macros again, redo all the macros again, just to make sure that everything is correct. And so on and so forth. Alright, so you're going to throw another dagger. Do they have defense chance? Yeah, they're going to try to get out of there alive. So that's double defense for each.
Damn.
You could focus it on one target and take one of them out, but the other one will get away.
Oh,
or you
sure.
could try and kill both, but then both will get away.
Yeah, kill one.
So you just throw 3 daggers. I think you just throw the last one at the other guy just to try and get him, but he didn't. But he was gone already.
I was gonna blow his ass away with the tank.
So Strom's looking at you, and she kind of nods, and then she's already on the ground looking at the bodies. But she's not going to eat that because it's got a bunch of poison coming out of it. It's like,
oh,
ugh.
she could handle it.
Yeah. I was like, you want to eat that? Fine. And she's going up there. It's like, you want to eat that? Fine. I prefer my food not to be poisoned.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll eat that.
Okay. So, are you affected by... You can resist plague. Poison is another theory, is another thing entirely.
Good question.
Yeah.
Roll
you
to
can
see
resist
if it
plague.
instantly kills you.
Yeah, just be careful when you eat things that have been poisoned. Did you have that 1,000 fit? Did you add your levels?
I added the favor, not the levels.
So you're pretty sure that if you try to eat that, you're going to get poisoned.
Hmm. Can I cut good parts out?
Poison.
Cut the poison parts out, or roll it. Yes. So, but you just like if you eat the poison parts, you're going to get poisoned. But you could separate parts of the body that you hit. But there might be a chance that there's minor poison in the bloodstream. Guys, remember, it went throughout the body extremely quickly. It's like a very virulent poison.
Minor poison, so bad. I suppose.
So D100. See, it's like, will you actually, if you eat any part of it, will you get poisoned? So that's a no. So there's a good chance you might not be poisoned.
Oh, good.
But that's still a D1. So you're going to try to eat it, but you still have to roll and see, do you get poisoned?
Oh god.
Okay, so that's a risk. This is all 5 bodies, so if you want to get all... So no, you won't get poisoned.
Whew.
Alright, so you're going to get 5... Actually, you get max charges now. And a little bit of overcharge. Like 2 overcharge. Which you can morph into something else. Like, what are you going to use the last... You're up to 9 already, and then you have 2 extra.
He creates swarms of bees.
So you can do a lot of things with that, but it has to be like shape-shifting. Or, what's the other one?
Huh.
Something involving your lore, that's what you have to use the charges on. You have 2 overcharge that you must use immediately. Or else you'll explode or something.
Bees.
He can't create entities. That's his problem. He can shapeshift, but he can't actually do metamorphosis.
I can read my own anatomy.
Okay, so you can add new... let's see. Can you add new dragon? Well, you've learned a little bit more of dragons because of the blue drake, so you could add more dragon anatomy to yourself now that you have the charges.
Oh, hell, why not?
Let's see, will it take both? It will not take both, so this is 2 new... You've become very efficient with this. So this is going to add new knowledge to you. Because you already have aqua knowledge, which allows you to breathe underwater and swim faster, but now you're enhancing that further. So now you have advanced aqua knowledge. So this is enhancing both of that further, which is you can it extends to your followers. So everyone in your party can also breathe underwater and swim faster.
Yay, fish people.
What about all the things like being able to control water? It's because your people don't have affinity to magic. So that would explain why you haven't mastered fire. It's because your biological processes won't tolerate magical energy.
Well, I mean, how about like the defense to it? I mean, if you can't use it, maybe you could defend against it.
Yeah. Can you learn a counter to it? No, because it's anathema. I mean, it'll mess you up pretty bad. Your magic is like your weakness.
Oh god, this is another proxy.
Magic is his weakness.
Oh shit!
It is like proxy. He's pretty much invulnerable to physical harm, but when it comes to magical means, he's extremely vulnerable to it.
Damn, we gotta find a counter that shit.
I am your anathema.
Okay. It comes down to you need to enchant your cloak and stuff till that you can use your cloak as a shield against magic. Your body can withstand most, but and that's the problem is there's always a counter. All they have to do is shred your armor, and then you're vulnerable to magic again.
Yeah.
That just means you have to enhance it. You have to enhance your armor so you can actually take a few blows on the cloak without getting hurt. Better, you have things like dodge, when you can simply get out of the way.
Actually, do I?
Unless
You
someone
do not
has
have
no-
a defensive skill, period.
Holy shit!
Yep.
That's terrible.
You have a lot of offensive skills. You kill people. Alright, so roll encounter, the new encounter. Roll encounter, we're not going to do, you already got lost, so you're going to get there, no more encounters. Alright, so
Whew.
you realize it's like, that was kind of a momentary distraction, as Freefa calls it. It wasn't really anything dangerous, it was just, oh, there's some bandits, kill them. And then, just, alright, business is done, let's move on.
Well, I got max charges, so it wasn't.
She is very, and she doesn't care about that. It's like, alright, that's your business, that's not for me to know. Even though it makes her stronger, it's like, she doesn't really, it's like, it's not in her taste. She doesn't see the need for just devouring things just to devour them. She believes in fear tactics. If you're going to do it, you need to do it when they're alive. You can put the fear into them and leave survivors so that your fear spreads, but you didn't do any of that, so.
Yeah, well, if she came out, maybe it would have happened.
Yeah, and that's the point, is like, you're not doing it, she has to do it, and she doesn't believe in that. So let me get rid of that. Did I copy your assets? Yeah, so let's get rid of the old you, and let's replace it with the new you.
Oh yeah, I gotta add my levels too.
Okay, so you're back in town, giant steam tank. And now we move on to Annabelle, wherever she is.
Galloping,
oh wait,
of
it's
course.
time for... We're going to take a 5er